Our story is told. Delaware Live. Locally owned, community-based news. Free to every reader, because Delaware's future belongs to all of us. Quality journalism we can trust to help us take on the day. Delaware Live. Our state, our news, our home.
Welcome to Appoquinimink High School, home of the Jaguars, as the 7th-ranked Jags with an overall record of 9-3 take on the unranked Cape Henlopen Vikings with a record of 9-4. The Vikings are coached by Steve Ray. During the girls' game, we had his daughter on post-game, Faith Ray, who scored 21 points tonight. 2011 to 2019 was the first stint for Stephen Ray as head coach of the Vikings. He accumulated an overall record of 104-71. He was the conference coach of the year in 2018, and he was just rehired to come back this season, and he has a young Cape team playing pretty well. They're not ranked, but they're 7-3 in the North, and they beat Dover last Thursday, Pat.
Yeah, they did, Glenn. They're coming in playing very well. They're a team that I think's right around the outside of that top 10 ranking, and they've been pretty good. I mean, they're led by Drew Zimmerman in terms of points per game, averages 14.4. Ty Tolson, the transfer from Dover, has been great, 11 points per game, 30 assists, and only 1 turnover on the season. Take care of the basketball.
That's amazing.
It's huge for them. Then you got, you're getting 12 and 5 right now from Trey Leggins, who's a senior. They just got a really well-rounded team. Shell and Potemski, both guys that'll contribute as well, the junior and the senior, both scoring and on the boards. They're just an all-around balanced group. I'm excited to see them. First time we're getting a chance to see the Cape Vikings here this season, and they're going against a quality opponent in the Appo Jags in this top 10 matchup.
You're exactly right. It's my first look live with Cape, and I just did the Appo game with Caravel, the overtime thriller, on Tuesday night. So we'll see how the Jags respond. The starting lineups are being announced to the crowd from Cape, and the starters are number 4, Dylan Fannin, a 6'3 senior, averaging 4.5 points per game. Number 5, Trey Leggins, a 6'2 senior, 50% from the floor, and he twice has had 11 assists in a game this year. Number 14, sophomore Jaden Dukes, who's hit 12 threes this year, and he's 33% beyond the arc and 83% from the line. Number 32, senior Odin Potemski, averaging 7.5 points and 5.5 rebounds. He's 6'7", and then 6'5", number 33, Jacob Shell, a junior, averaging 8.5 points and 7.5 boards. 61% from the floor for Shell, and Potemski 59%. Appoquinimink Jaguars, the head coach is Tom Purse, ranked number 7 in their top 10, 9-3 overall, 5-1 in Flight A of the Blue Hand Conference. Their starters were announced. We'll pick them up when they hit the floor. I don't think they're going to play the national anthem again, Pat. They did it before the girls' game. So, again, some balance on Coach Purse's team. Yeah,
I mean, Hosh Bell, if you're familiar with that name, he started on the football team as well. 5'9 senior. He's averaging 14 and 7 on the season. And, guys like Daniel Harvey's averaging 8 a game. You look at Barksdale averaging 12.5 and 42% from beyond the arc, so he could definitely break loose and hit from deep. And then Riley Busby's a guy to keep an eye on as well. The sophomore, 6'3", obviously we know is our friend and our colleague John. It's his son, 8 points per game. He shoots 38% from beyond the arc as well. Another guy, Reynaldo Carrier. If that name is familiar, he'll be jumping center. His brother Lorenzo starred here for years down at Miami on the baseball team.
He had a real good game Tuesday night against Caravel, and he wins the opening tip. Ball's controlled by Appo. Quick three-point shot on the way. Bell is off the mark. Rebound goes to the Vikings.
Hey, right off the jump, we talked about Bell. He leads the Jaguars on the season. As we said, 14 points per game. He comes out firing right away. He is not scared. He plays with extreme confidence.
And that time, Cape just losing the handle. So let's get the starting five for Cape. It's Hodge Bell, Daniel Harvey, Christian Barksdale, Elijah Brooks, and Ray Carrier.
And the Jags, they're an under-the-radar team, I feel like. It's just Cape. Both of these teams, you hear a lot about Middletown as there's a 3. It's long. But you hear a lot about Middletown. You hear a lot about Dover. You hear a lot about Salesianum, Tower Hill, Sanford, Howard, rightfully so. And then here's the Jaguars and Cape both competing in that next tier and, really gearing up to be able to knock anyone off.
That's a good job that time by Bell. He made a baseline penetrating move and then kicked it out for the three-point shot to Harvey.
Yeah, nice shot by Harvey. Good form, good catch and shoot and confidence, putting it up and in.
And down the other end of the floor, a second chance opportunity for Cape, but they can't convert. Deep in the corner, three-point on the way from Carrier. And these two are again having a little track meet. Shot off the side of the backboard. Quickly, Barksdale, Euro step. Good, and it's quickly 5-0.
Well, you're right, Glenn. It's frenetic pace back and forth. Cape's just got to be careful. They've gotten looks at the rim. They just haven't taken their time in making on this. There's another turnover.
Wow.
Look at this. They are clicking out here, Glenn.
Barksdale. And
Appo.
Coach Ray needs a timeout. It's 8-0, just a minute and a half in.
Yeah, the Jaguars have come out and really hit Cape with a strong first punch here. They're firing from deep. They're playing with a lot of energy. They're causing turnovers. Cape's just got to slow down. Like I said, they've gotten some good looks at the rim, but I feel like they're worried about their shot getting blocked. They're getting sped up a little bit right now by this Appo group. They got to try and calm down. I think that was a great timeout by Coach Ray to talk it over with his group, have them collect themselves, catch their breath, and let's see if they come out with a little more poise here out of the break. But what a start here for the Jaguars, Glenn. If you're a fan of Appo and your Coach Person and his staff, you got to be happy with the energy they've come out here with.
Yeah, they've won 2 straight, and they look good doing it. They were in a battle with Caravel Tuesday night. They were down in the fourth quarter. They came back, tied it up on a buzzer beater by Bell. And now here we are here tonight. They really collapsed on the ball quickly. Good ball movement by Cape. They can't finish. And now there's a whistle and a hand check foul. Getting him on the wrist. Going to the free throw line will be Trey Leggins.
Leggins a chance to make 2 free throws. But again, another great look. Good job breaking the press. And then to get the ball down low to Potemski, he just can't convert at the rim. I mean, if Cape can just slow down and make these layup opportunities, it's an 8-6 ball game more than likely. They've missed about 2 or 3 at the rim, so just got to take their time. Can't worry about getting your shot blocked. If it gets blocked, it gets blocked. You got to go up as if there's nobody there.
Brooks committed the foul, his first, team's first. And at the line, making the first one, is Leggins. And he makes them both. So for the moment, Cape stopped the bleeding. It's 8-2 Appo.
Allows them to get into a zone look here, a little half-court offense. Jaguars are going to have to run one.
It's like a little 2-3 zone, and we've got a traveling violation.
Good work right there by Cape. I tell you what, Appo, they play with a lot of speed, Glenn. They're playing with a lot of speed right now.
Well, we're used to that.
Yes, we are.
Little press at half court.
Good job here by Cape breaking it yet again.
There's the dish off, loose ball down in the corner, and they get it to one of the bigs. That's Potemski. He's the tallest player on the floor tonight at 6'7". Potemski dishes it off. Right back to Leggins. Leggins tried a behind the back dribble, and then that one went off of his leg, but he got it back.
Good defense here by Appo.
Yeah, they're all over the floor. And the thing, key for Cape is just be patient. They get it in to Potemski, puts the ball on the floor, kicks it back out, top of the circle, three-point shot won't go. Potemski tried to run down the rebound. And now we got a whistle and a foul, and that was Dylan Fannin.
Fannin, he took that three, a little bit long on it. But it's a good look. And then he follows his shot, which I love. And now we get an opportunity here to maybe the most talented reserve player, sixth man in the state, Ty Tolson, the Dover transfer, number 2, checks in for the Vikings, as well as number 3, Drew Zimmerman. So both of these guys coming off the bench can score. They're scoring double figures on the season.
Right. Yeah, a good turnover by Appo.
Good quick hands right there.
5:10 to go here, opening quarter. Appo has led from the opening tip. Harvey. Kick it out to Bell. Bell gets a screen. Step back three. No, that was a little strong.
I don't love it. I mean, obviously Hodge has been hitting big shots for this team all year, but that step back three early in a possession, not the best of shots.
Good pass into Potemski from his teammate. Potemski was the pass, and Shell on the bucket.
And nice work, two big fellas doing some damage there, Glenn. I love the bigs helping bigs. Shell with a nice finish.
Cuts that lead in half at 8-4. Bell, again, can't make the mark on that three-point shot.
Like to see Hodge find his way a little bit closer to the rim. Use that athleticism. He can leap.
Long-range shot on the way, off the back of the rim. And Bell gets the rebound. He goes coast to coast. He lost the handle, though. That's ahead to Leggins. Leggins lays it in, used his body to fend off the defender.
Hey, good job here by Cape for the last few minutes here, Glenn. Kind of relaxing themselves and getting themselves right back into this game. Starts on the defensive end. They figured some things out over on this end.
Strong move by Barksdale and a little scoop shot under the basket.
Yeah, nice work. Baseline drive again. Not settling for the outside shots.
7 points for Barksdale in this first quarter. He has 7 of the Jags' 10. Good ball movement this time. Three-point shot in the corner, rims out. And a battle on the floor. It goes to Appo. Bell brings it up at the left wing. Has his pass deflected and good hands. It's going to stay with Appo, but good hands by number 2, Ty Tolson. You talked about him earlier.
He's extremely talented. He was a part of that three-headed monster down at Dover with him, Harrell, and Height. Obviously, Height's at Middletown. Ty's down here at Cape, and Harrell's still at Dover, but they're three of the more talented guards in the state of Delaware.
Harvey.
And, he's definitely a big contributor down there at Cape right now. And one of the reasons why they're a top 10 team.
Yeah, yep. Nice dribble, floater, and that won't go down for Hodge Bell. We have a whistle and an offensive foul committed by Appo.
Looks like that was Wintington coming in there over the top, trying to sky in for that rebound.
Third team foul against the Jags. Cape is yet to foul. That one on Harvey, his first.
There you go.
There's a change. It's
yeah, okay.
actually it goes on
Whittington.
22. Yeah, Whittington.
For a second there, I thought that was. I was like, I didn't see 3 foul him, but that was what was up on the board there, man.
Yeah.
It was up there. Good ball movement here by the Vikings.
Yeah.
Balance the floor out.
They just got off to a little slow start. They're in the flow of it now. Good back down move in the baseline. Turnaround floater is up and in by Shell. Give him 4.
Love that from Shell. Good post moves. Nice touch. A little Tyler Hansborough-esque in the lane there. He used to put them floaters up all the time.
Carolina Tar Heel.
That's right.
They're almost wearing that Carolina blue.
Yeah, exactly. They kind of got the UCLA look. You know, they got the yellow instead of the white, but.
Barksdale, a little 10-foot jumper, short. Loose ball rebound goes to Zimmerman.
Zimmerman, he plays with such great control. Look at the drive.
Oh, wow.
Finish.
Talk about using his length to stretch that arm out and lay that one off the glass, and we're tied at 10.
Look at this, Busby. Good hands there again. How about Cape? They've really settled in, Glenn.
Deep in the right corner, yeah, up on top. Want to pass in that left corner, now they do. Three-point shot on the way is too strong.
It's over the back.
That'll be the first foul committed by the Vikings. I think that was number 5, Leggins.
Yeah, it's going to go there. But I like what I'm seeing here by Cape. Like you said, it got in control. And, you know, Zimmerman, you can see it. He just has such poise and knows the speed of the game. Game's not going too fast for him. He plays in control. He's got a really quick handle, and I'll tell you what, that finish around the rim was elite.
We're down to 1:40 to go here in this first quarter. There's a three-point shot on the way. And Zimmerman saw it wasn't going to hit anything, and now Cape takes its first lead on a lay-in by Shell. Was it Shell? I was blocked out.
That's Tolson.
Okay, Tolson.
Great work. How about, hey, Zimmerman and Tolson, we said coming off the bench, these guys were going to provide a spark. How about a 10-2 outburst? since these two have entered the floor. It was an 8-2 game when they checked in, and now they got themselves the first lead of the game. What a response here by the Cape Vikings.
And the scoring mostly by just a handful of players so far, especially for Appo. Harvey has 3, Barksdale has the other 7. Then 4 for Shell, 4 for Leggins, and 2 each for Tolson and Zimmerman for the Vikings. They say the Vikings come in, they're not ranked, but I tell you what, Pat, this year, I don't know, man, who you can go with. The state high school boys programs is solid from maybe 1 through 15.
You're not kidding, Glenn. I mean, and you're seeing it. A lot of upsets on Tuesday night and a lot of close games that, you know, the upper hand team ended up pulling away, or the higher ranked team pulled away. But there's a lot of parity in the state right now. There's no true super team, so to speak.
We thought there was with Middletown, and Salesiana put that to rest.
Yes, they did. That's a heck of a finish. What a find and what a finish. Leggins on the finish, Tolson on the find.
And now it's a 14-10 Vikings lead. After, as you heard Pat say, they were down 8-2. Good pass underneath. A little hot for Busby. And there's a steal. It's Shell, coast to coast with a slam.
He put that down, Glenn. That counts.
That might be a top play.
That counts. How about this response from the Vikings in a hostile road environment, down 8-2. And they're alive right now.
Yeah, they are up making noise. They're just to our right here. Barksdale guarded on top. Swings it around to Harvey.
Good defense now.
Yeah, I tell you what, after that opening 6-0 Appo lead, Coach Ray with a great timeout, and they played awesome since then. There's a foul.
Coach can't believe it. He can't believe it.
Thought he had a steal and a breakaway. But the foul's going to go on Leggins. That's his second.
He's just got to be smart. Of course, he tells Coach, I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen a guy say, I'm not good. Coach, take me out.
Busby, right in front of us. 3-point shot, missed the rim. He had a great game Tuesday night. Scored 17 against Carabel. Baseline move. What do we have?
That's a charge. Great job by Busby. He's off. He hasn't hit one yet. He's taken them. And what does he do? Doesn't let it faze him. He doesn't sulk about it. He gets down there in great positioning and draws the charge. Great work there by Busby.
I think Tolson, Tolson is called for the charge. And he's getting after the officials right in front of us. Both teams have committed 3 team fouls. 2, 1, there's a heat from midcourt, and we've come to the end of 1 quarter of play, so we keep it right here, Pat. And it was just a tale of runs. 6-0 run, an 8-2 run by Appo, and since then, man, a 14-2 run by Cape.
Yeah, and you got to talk about the 2 leading scorers coming off the bench. It's Zimmerman and it was Tolson, and they kind of seized control. They didn't turn the basketball over nearly as much against the pressure, and they ratcheted up their defense. Appo hit a couple of threes to start this game off, and they've gone ice cold from outside since then. The momentum is completely in the Vikings' favor, and a heck of a response from this group. And let's face it, not an easy environment to come out to on the road against a tough Appo team that had a great start. Let's see what they can do. Obviously, Coach Purse and company, they got to figure some things out. They got to make some adjustments themselves. They got to knock down some shots. They just haven't been able to hit. They've gotten open looks from deep. I don't love them. I think they can manufacture maybe a couple easier shots down low.
Yeah.
But we'll see. They got a little bit of time here to talk it over. Let's see what they come out with.
I talked to Coach Ray before the girls' game started, and he told me, he said, well, we got to contain Hodge Bell. We got to keep him out of the paint. He's a great dribble penetration guard, and he had an awesome game Tuesday night. Coach went back and looked at our live stream after the fact. Mm-hmm. And, of course, Bell had a heck of a game. He scored 19 points in that overtime win.
Well, that's it, Glenn. You talked about it. What is he? He's a penetrator. He's a havoc reaper. And so far in that first quarter, he was settling for three-point shots. Not really his strength. Look at this work down low.
Second chance opportunities. 3 offensive rebounds in a row. And going to the line, the Vikings, they're on a 14-2 run.
It's Fannin. Nice work by Fannin down low. He was primarily starting the game off up top. He got down and got his head in the mix. And now he's going to the line for 2 free throws.
7:40 to go in the first half. Foul committed by Carrier, his first, and the team's fourth. First free throw is good. Well, much like the girls' game, where Appo jumped out to a 10-9 lead in the first quarter and then went on a 9-0 run in the second quarter and never looked back, Cape's boys are starting out to do the same thing.
They are, and they've settled in. And let's see if Appo is going to be able to generate some offense. Nice work there.
Good dish underneath. Carrier finishes.
And what would that start with, Glenn? It started with Haj Bell,
Yep.
able to dribble, penetrate, and get into the lane and find an open guy down low. And then it was just a 2-on-1 battle on the block. There it is. Haj Bell kind of settling in, rolling into the point guard role, which is where he flourishes.
Good ball movement. Shell faked the shot. He passed underneath. They got a good open look, and they got a second chance here. And they kick it out again. Shell just inside the arc. Can't make the jumper, and Bell with a rebound. Under 7 to go in the half, Pat.
Not a bad look. He's unable to convert.
2-possession lead for the Vikings, 17-12. Busby thought about a 3. Now he dribbles inside the arc, has his shot partially deflected.
Okay, well, good defense right there from Fannin.
He's swinging around the perimeter. Now Appo changes up the half-court play. Barksdale tried to pass off to Busby, but he couldn't get a clean look, and good hands again by Fannin.
Tell you what, whatever Coach Ray said during that first time out, Glenn, I'd like that in life, whatever that message was. Because this team has come out and has been completely re-energized, right?
Yeah.
Let me get a little bit of that juice.
We got a pretty good crowd in here today and this evening for the doubleheader. Nice pass off the inbounds and converting number 2 for Appo, Rafi.
Yeah, nice work. And good pass by Busby. Not panicking, throwing that basketball in, finding the backdoor cut, and Rafi with a nice floater in the lane.
Now a little run by Appo. They've got it back to 1 possession. 3-point shot, too strong. Rebound to the Jags. They can tie or cut it to 1.
Yeah, neither team's really shot the ball too well from deep.
No. Rafi's handling the pill. Dishes off to Busby. They denied the screen. Now a strong move in the paint by Rafi. Back of the rim, won't go. Coming away with the rebound, Zimmerman. Cross midcourt. Dishes
Nice
underneath. Good pass. Nice court awareness.
Great pass by Zara. Again, this young man plays with such poise, such under control, keeps his head up, knows where his teammates are. What a find.
Potemski got the bucket and the finish. It's a 5-point Cape lead. 5:20 to go in the half. Double teamed, a tough shot. Getting his own rebound. Carrier high off the glass. He drew the contact, and he'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, I tell you what, Carrier just not giving up on the play. I mean, that was just straight up determination from the junior. Would not be denied, did not give up on himself. And now he gets himself to the free throw line. That's all energy right there.
He is listed as the tallest player on the Appo roster at 6'5". And, of course, he's getting more PT than normal with Eric Mathang and that broken thumb. Coach said the cast won't come off until February 10th, and then they'll have to see what the diagnosis is after that. They hope to get him back before the end of the season.
Obviously, the well wishes go to Kevin.
Yes.
I'd love to see him back on the court. Dynamic player for this group, for this Jaguar team.
Both free throws good by Carrier, so it's a 1-possession Cape lead again, 19-16. Tough shot off the mark.
That's a tough shot there. I mean, you can see
Yeah.
that's a little bit of a settle right there.
Rafi started across midcourt. Jump shot, baseline, that won't go. Rebound coming out of there with it is Shell. Good save from going out of bounds. Appo comes away with a steal. Down the floor, here's Carrier. And he's got a flush. And it's a 1-point game.
Good job there by Appo taking a loose ball. Carrier running the floor well. And he made sure to finish that one at the rim.
So what was a comfortable Cape lead, now a tight ball game. He stepped on the baseline. Appo with a chance to regain the lead with 4:23 to go in the half.
Good answer here by Appo. We
Yeah.
were wondering if they were, if they were going to answer. It is a game of runs, and they've done so. They've kind of settled back in and kind of recaptured some momentum. Let's see if they could take the lead back.
Carrier in the high post. Right back to him. He's going to take the three-point shot. Too strong. Skying for the rebound is Zimmerman. We're halfway through the second quarter. Zimmerman coast to coast. The left-hander was partially deflected, but getting the second chance point and the lay-in. The little jump shot by number 33, Shell.
Like Shell's game. I love his touch around the rim. Most of the time you tell your big guys, we want you to put it off the backboard. Well, Shell has figured out the touch. He's got these little floaters going in all over the place.
Rafi goes in strong. I thought that might have been a jump ball, but they're going to call a foul. Looked like a lot of hand on that ball from our vantage point. 3:46 to go in this opening half. It's a one-possession lead for the Vikings.
And Rafi, the sophomore, he's been good off the bench. I like the energy he's bringing right now.
Makes the first free throw. And so far in the game tonight, pretty good free throw shooting for both teams. There's only been one miss combined.
And Rafi, one of 4 sophomores on this Jaguar team. He, Harvey, Busby, as well as Dylan Griffith, who of course is the terrific defensive back.
Yeah, all state
for the Jags. And there's some youth here on this Jaguar team.
And they're relying on those sophomores. They have pretty good depth. Trying to back his man down baseline.
Nice
good
work.
Dish off again. These two work so well together. The assist, the dime by Potemski, the bucket by Shell.
I'm telling you, man, Shell, he needs to change his number. What was Hansborough, 50? I mean, he was spot on.
There's a three-pointer by Rafi.
Oh, this. Talked about the sophomore class. Rafi settled in. Now he's locked in.
New ball game, tied at 23. 3 minutes to go in the half. He's Pat Gariantes. I'm Glenn Frazier. Nick Halliday on camera. Proud to bring this one to you today. Baseline move, and we've got an elbow offensive foul called against Shell.
That's a tough one. Shell's starting to get in the groove. He's like, I'm going to go to work. And they got him on the seal. On the old elbow rip and the seal.
6th team foul committed by Cape, first by Shell. So Appo will be in the bonus for the final 2:55 of the half. Barksdale puts a move on. Goes baseline, has his shot rejected.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Yeah, it looked like the defender, was that Shell or Potemski? Looked like Potemski pinned that ball.
Yeah, it was one of the big fellas in Tolson, and they're going to call it on Shell. It's his second.
It looked like he pinned that ball and had a good block, but not according to the official on the baseline. At the free throw line is Barksdale, and he converts the first of 2. And Appo back out in front at 24-23.
So crucial. You're going to get opportunities like this. You want to make sure you make them. Appo's been pretty good from the line. I know they haven't been there a lot yet in this first half, but they've hit them when they've gotten them. Oh, there's a miss. There's the old jinx, Glenn.
You got it. You took the words right out of my mouth, Pat. 1-point ball game. Appo on top. Cape with the ball. 2:40 to go in the half. Thought about a step back three, didn't take it. The defense collapses, but he still gets away from it. Lays it up off the glass, and Shell with another bucket.
It's a heck of a half here for Shell.
I think he turned around and looked at the ref to see. And one. Rafi, strong move. Floater. That's short. Potemski with a rebound. That's the one part on the floor that I can't see. 3-point shot on the way, and that's too strong, no good. Rebound to Appo. And Rafi saves it from going out of bounds. Good save. 2 minutes to go in the half, Pat. Here comes Bell, coast to coast. A dipsy-do.
That dipsy-do is right, and that's where he's got to get to. He's got to get to the lane. That's where he's most dangerous at.
That's his first points of the night.
It is. It is.
Leggins dishes off. Zimmerman inside. Good ball movement. 3-point shot. Back of the rim. Second chance opportunity. Zimmerman, the Euro step, and they're going to call it for a travel.
It's close. I mean, he did a good job of keeping the feet down, but I think he started to drag it a little bit.
I think the visitors from Lewis are none too happy with the officiating so far in this first half.
No, they're not. They're not.
Had a lot of calls, 50-50 calls go against them.
But you got to adjust. You got to listen to what they're saying and adjust.
Carrier lost the handle. All the way down,
nice.
And there's the and one. Making the shot is Leggins.
Tell you what, Leggins from about the volleyball line in, I think he only took about 2 steps and just raised up and just dropped that over the front of the rim. Almost Bones-esque.
I was going to say Dr.
You know?
J.
Yeah, like, I mean, it was jelly fan putting it up and in.
So Cape regains the advantage, 27-26. Fannin could push the lead out to 2 with a $1:11 to go in this half. Free throws up, too strong. So these two teams now trading the lead. 108. Oh, good move. A hesitation move by Bell. He couldn't make the shot, though. Fannin comes away with it. 3 on 2.
Got to get a better angle.
Now he'll take a step back 3, right corner. Sky up for the rebound is Potemski.
They're going to call over the back.
They're going to call a foul on him.
They are.
So they're in the bonus. Going to the free throw line will be the Jags. And that is the first foul committed by Potemski. And that's where Cape's had a pretty sizable advantage, no pun intended, in the game, was with Potemski and Shell. So Coach Ray's going to have to do, he's going to have to be really efficient now with those two and make sure they don't get in foul trouble.
Yeah, it's going to be a challenge for sure.
So Potemski with 1, Shell with 2. Shell's back in the game. Potemski takes a breather. Under a minute to go in the half. First free throw is good by Busby. He was 9 for 10 from the line in overtime Tuesday night.
That's, first of all, getting 10 attempts in a game, let alone in a half of a quarter, is impressive. But he's got such good form, such great touch, good stroke. You know, the next step to his game is getting himself to that foul line a little bit more.
Oh, he's an excellent free throw shooter.
Yep.
I would say so far this season, I think he's the best I've seen.
It's just really good form.
That's crunch time in overtime, and he just calmly goes 9 for 10.
Yeah, that's
45 seconds. Right quarter 3 missed everything, but right there to get the offensive rebound on the weak side was Cape's number 4.
Oh, nice. Good ball movement here by
Zimmerman. Battle for the loose ball, 1 by Appo. They're going to slow it down, take the final shot, I think.
Rollins,
Yep.
Good job hustling it down and slowing it down. That was a great, good poise right there from Kareem Rollins.
Daniel Harvey with a rock right now. Down to 14, 13, 12. They deny the screen.
Nice
Good pass underneath, and the left-hander's good with 7 seconds to go. The finish by Dunn. And that brings us to halftime. Appo has the lead at 30-27, Pat, but what a second quarter up and down.
It's been a back-and-forth battle, right? I mean, it was a good start for Appo, a heck of a response by the Vikings, and then a very, very tight matchup to close the half out. Appo taking advantage of the foul situation, getting themselves to the free throw line and converting. You know, this is 2 evenly matched teams. We thought this was going to be a good battle coming in, and so far it's lived up to it. Been excited with what I've seen from both teams in this first half. All
right, we're going to step aside, and we're going to let our fine sponsors take over for a while here during halftime. Their halftime score, 30-27. The home team, Appo Jags over Cape. Glenn Fraser, Pat Carriantes, Nick Halliday. We'll be back after these messages on Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports.
Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. We're a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Find our convenient locations at premierptsp.com.
You may have tried physical therapy.
But have you tried Premier?
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Today we're at Lupo Italian Kitchen in downtown Rehoboth Beach. Come check us out. Located inside the Hotel Rehoboth, Lupo serves coastal Italian cuisine with fresh pasta made in-house daily. Lupo features plenty of unique craft cocktails and an extensive award-winning all-Italian wine list. Popular dishes include lobster bucatini, veal meatballs, grilled swordfish, and eggplant parmesan. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue, serving happy hour daily and dinner 7 days a week. See you soon.
How you doing? My name's Mike Cassidy. I'm the founder and president of Cassidy Painting. I started back in 1984, incorporated in 1986. I never had the word no in my vocabulary. When someone called me to do a job, I always said yes. Whether it was a struggle, whether it was 7 days a week, sun up to sundown, it didn't matter. And with that philosophy, we were able to grow to the size we are. We employ close to 80 individuals.
We really enjoy being in the family business. I look forward to coming to work every day, and it's so nice to work with the people that we work with in the office. We've really become a family with them. We really create a family experience around here.
And Cassidy Painting is a very diversified company. We don't say no to anything. We deal with everything from epoxy floors to painting buildings to spray foam insulation, spray fireproofing. If it deals with a coating, we can handle it. So when our customers call and they're under the gun and they know the need to get a job done, they know who to call because we perform. We've always been performed. We've never been replaced out of 37 years of business. For any of your painting needs, we can handle it.
High school athletics is not what it used to be. The sporting goods industry has been disrupted, adding to coach and athletic director daily challenges. BSN Sports stands ready to change the fundamentals of our industry, giving our customers the advantages they need right now. Your dedicated local sales pro is supported with nationwide team service, including sport and category experts. Get the look of D1 colleges and pro teams with our program that streamlines ordering your staff apparel, player gear, and fanwear. Stretch your budget with our fundraising solution. Free and ready in minutes. Our campus branding products are perfect for boosting school and team pride. BSN Sports has the advantages you need right now.
First State Orthopedic statewide has 29 physicians at 16 locations. Our physicians and staff provide both non-surgical as well as surgical treatment for almost all orthopedic conditions and injuries. We are specially trained in the current state-of-the-art techniques. We serve as team physician and orthopedic consultant for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues. Our doctors are readily available to the local emergency departments as well as medical aid units and urgent care centers for consultation and treatment. Call for an appointment today or visit us at firststateortho.com.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Today we're at Thompson Island Brewing Company in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located in the Rehoboth Gateway next to Blue Coast Rehoboth, Thompson Island will follow the Sodell tradition of serving beautiful, simple food that will pair perfectly with our fresh homemade beer. Thompson Island is the perfect place to have dinner with your family, enjoy happy hour with friends at the bar, or spend a day in the beer garden playing bocce ball and ping pong. Thompson Island Brewing Company in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, open 7 days a week. See you soon.
Your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution, we are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sodell Concepts. Today we're at Matt's Fish Camp in Fenwick Island, Delaware. Come check us out. Matt's Fish Camp features seafood classics, coastal comfort food, and chef-driven specials that pair perfectly with our large selection of craft ales, curated wine list, and camp cocktails. Matt's offers indoor and outdoor dining and is the perfect place to have dinner with your family, happy hour with friends, or enjoy lunch at the Raw Bar. Matt's Fish Camp in Fenwick Island, Delaware, open 7 days a week year-round. See you soon.
Wraps, signs, banners, and promotional items that can help your business stand out from the rest. Looking for an excellent way to convey a professional image? Customized promotional products are the perfect way to target new customers, increase employee retention, and boost your brand awareness. Let the professionals at Cassidy Graphics bring your advertising ideas to life. Give them a call today at 302-326-2412. Again, that number is 302-326-2412. Again, Cassidy Graphics brings your advertising ideas to life.
I would always pass by Ferris on Kirkwood Highway, so I knew that they existed. We stopped in the showroom. We just clicked, like from day one. They did a total kitchen renovation for us. Ferris was so organized. They were on top of everything from day one. Always here when they said they would be, always on time, kept to the schedule. The level of comfort speaking to everyone that works at Ferris, they were just super friendly, easy to talk to. It was like they were friends, not, people coming to work on our kitchen. The room is totally transformed from what it used to look like. To have all the seating now and the big table, the bench seats, it's great. I love coming home and just walking through the laundry room into the kitchen every day. It was just a great experience. We love Ferris.
High Five Hospitality, founded in 2004 when three guys teamed up to introduce the Buffalo Wild Wings franchise to Delaware. To date, they operate 8 Buffalo Wild Wings in Delaware and Maryland. Also the Stone Balloon and Limestone Barbecue. And let's not forget Eggspectation and 5 Jersey Mikes throughout Delaware. High Five Hospitality's mission is to operate 5 brands that serve high-quality products with exceptional hospitality.
The things that matter most happen right.
Well, we're back here, halftime just about over. We're ready to go with the start of the third quarter here at Appo High, and the home team leading Cape by a score of 30-27. Cape outscored Appo 16-10 in that first quarter, but then Appo comes back with a 20 spot in the second quarter, and they have that 3-point advantage. But it's been back and forth and back and forth. Both teams have gone on runs. We've seen a little bit of a height advantage for Cape with Potemko and Shell underneath, but Carrier's holding his own, and Barksdale's getting down there and mixing it up too. And now we have number 12, Dunn, who's going to start the second half for Appo to give them a little more height on the floor. He goes 6'4".
Yeah, a little bit of height, try and combat it with a new look lineup. Let's see if that adjustment pays dividends.
Leading scorers in the first half, 8 points for Leggins for Cape, 12 points for Shell, and 8 points for Barksdale to lead Appo. Jags now move from our left to our right in the home whites with burgundy trim. Cape in the light blue with the yellow trim. All the way down. Good move with a tough angle shot for number 2, Tolson. He only had 2 in the first half. Give him 4.
Good work there by Tolson. And he can get going at any time, so Appo's got to be careful with him.
1-point lead for the Jags in the ball. 30-29, just underway in the third quarter. Haj Bell takes a jump shot. It rims out. Dunn runs down the rebound. Second chance shot at the free throw line for Harvey. That doesn't go. Fannin runs the floor, kicks it out. Left corner 3 ball in the way, and it's good. And Cape has the lead back. The shot goes down for Zimmerman.
Love Zimmerman's game. Good job on that break. Good find by Leggins. Way to stay in control, find his teammate wide open in the corner. Good start in this half for the Vikings.
Once again, Appo is ranked number 7 in our poll. There's a steal, and then a tip and a steal right back for Appo. Carrier underneath, uses the length, and he draws the foul.
That's going to be the 3rd foul on Leggins.
Yeah, a key player in the game.
Let's see what Coach does. It's very early for that foul.
Yeah.
Good work by Carrier, anticipating the defender coming over and drawing that contact. Kind of baited him into that.
Speaking of Carrier, I met his mom out in the hallway at halftime. And, of course, she's real proud of Lorenzo and her son Ray here. He just made a free throw.
Both of them tremendous athletes. You know, and right now Ray getting the opportunity at the varsity level, a junior.
Made both the free throws. He has 8 points.
Big time minutes too, man. Big time minutes for him. It's been good tonight.
Yeah.
Talented family, to say the least.
You got that right. Shell gets the ball. Couldn't handle it, and Carrier was right there on him. We're tied at 32. Shell again passes down in the corner, and then Bell knocks the pass out of bounds.
Good anticipation there by Haj, knocking it away. Got to be careful with him.
Inbound pass to Shell on the high post. Dishes it right off to Zimmerman. And now a deep 3-point shot on the way. That's no good. Tolson took that one. And here comes Harvey trying to break down the defender. Now he backs it out.
Tolson, you got to get a little more arc on that shot. A little bit of a line drive.
Carrier thought about a 3 down in the right corner. He doesn't take it. Defense was right on it. Bell, good move in the paint, used the body and got the roll. A little contact there, no call.
A strong take by Bell. Again, that's his strength, right? Not standing out there shooting threes like he did in that first quarter.
Yeah.
Get yourself into the lane and finish, because you could jump higher than all these guys.
4 points for Bell. Deep 3-point shot by Zimmerman's off the mark. Rebound, Busby, outlet to Bell.
Cape's getting a little too 3 happy.
Nice block. Good block. Bell blocked from behind by Shell. Outlet pass down the floor. And they're going to say he stepped on the inbounds line. And the ball will go over to Appo.
A little too out in front of him there. But in the half court, Cape's got to stop settling for 3-point shots. They did a good job, working it with the big fellas and having them set up cutters and everything else, penetration and finding guys down low. 3-point shot. They come out, they hit one.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it's like, okay, let's see if we can hit 4.
Yeah. Timeout on the floor for Cape head coach Ray.
Well, this worked in the first half, Glenn, right?
It did.
First quarter, it was an 8-2 game. He calls a timeout, settles his group in, and then they go on to score about 14 of the next 16 points. So
exactly.
Let's see if that has the same effect here in the second half.
2-point lead for Appo. They led by 3 at halftime. They trailed by 6 at the end of the first quarter, even though they jumped out to an 8-2 advantage. And this is what Pat alluded to. After that 8-2 Appo lead, Coach Steve Ray of Cape took a timeout. The guys regrouped and went on a run. And they're hoping they'll do the same thing here.
It was a 14-2 run.
And Coach Ray right in front of us now having a little conversation with the official that called his player being out of bounds on the save. Nearing the 5-minute mark here in the third quarter. Bell off the the switch. Guarded by Shell. Gets it back. Top of the circle. That one's off the mark. Short and wide left.
Just not his game. I mean, it's just not. It's not. He's a guy that can get to the rim. He can set teammates up because of his quickness and penetration.
I'm sorry, Pat. I got to laugh at Coach Ray. I swear he's not getting any of the 50-50 calls here in this game. Barksdale with a jump shot. Attempted a putback by Busby. Now he still gets the rebound. And he stepped on the out-of-bounds line.
Yeah, he's got to go right back up with that. You got to trust that you can jump, Riley. You can jump, and you're tall. Not too many guys are going to block your shot.
Cape gets the ball down the floor quick, and then the pass into Shell, and he couldn't handle it.
Yeah, it looked like Shell was still trying to catch and go up, but at the same time, didn't need to do that. Catch the ball, go straight up.
We've played 3.5 minutes here in this third quarter, and the two teams have gone cold. Cape has scored 5 points so far this quarter, and Appo 4. Daniel Harvey trying to break down the defender. Crossover dribble. Left corner to Bell. Bell now picked up by Dukes. We're nearing the midway point of this third quarter. Barksdale dribbles all the way down, lays it in.
Nice work by Barksdale. Great job driving the lane and finishing at the rim.
4-point lead now for Appo.
AD Chris Mascara coming over, giving me a little bit of a scare there on that shoulder tap.
That's a good move in the paint and a lay-in by Shell.
Tell you what, I can't say it enough. I love that kid's game.
He has 14 points. That's game high.
Love his game.
Yeah, he and Potemski work so well together. Right now, Potemski on the bench. Looks like he's standing at the scorer's table ready to come in. Bell, strong move. He dished off the carrier, but there's a whistle before the pass.
Yeah, it looks like there's a foul on the floor, but that's why I love that from Hodge Bell. That's what he's able to get by his defender at any point. When he gets in the lane, the defense has to attract to him, and then he's going to be able to find other guys.
I thought there was a foul call, but I never saw a number posted.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm
That's,
not sure.
That's up there from Fannon's third earlier.
Correct.
3:15 to go in the quarter.
There's fourth. There's Leggins' fourth foul right there. And I'll tell you what, great work by Bell, recognizing who's defending him and going right at him.
So Leggins' fourth.
Took a chance, keeping him out there on the court.
Appo up by 2 in the ball. 3:10 to go in the third. Low scoring third quarter here. Bell had the ball knocked away, tipped away again, but it still goes out. Possession to Appo. Give Bell credit, fighting down there. 3 different defenders got hands on the ball, and now we've got a 30-second timeout by head coach Steve Ray of the Vikings. We'll keep it right here with 3:02 to go in the quarter and a 2-point ball game.
It's another good timeout. Again, guys kind of losing a little bit here.
Yeah.
Luckily, Appo hasn't made him pay quite yet, and perhaps a timeout here can preserve that, right? Keep this game at a 2-point game, not allow us to get away from them, but they've kind of lost a little bit of the identity offensively. Obviously, defensively, you just had a little bit of a letdown with one of your starters picking up his 4th foul. So you want to make sure your team stays focused, keeps their energy level up. They're obviously still in this game. We'll see what they do coming out of the timeout.
Yep. Timeout is over on the floor. Throw in for Busby, and the Jags gets it into Bell. Quick move in the lane, uses his extension, and makes that 4-point Appo lead. Bell with 6 points in the ball game. Hitchcock, who's in the game now, he's got a lot of minutes here in the second half. And there's a turnover. Busby finds underneath Barksdale, and he lays it in, and now it's a 6-point Jags advantage.
And this is what Coach Ray was trying to avoid. That's why he took that time out. Props to Appo to keeping the foot on the gas pedal.
Yeah.
Not allowing Cape to settle back in.
They forced about 3 consecutive turnovers. It was a 2-point game moments ago. Spin move in the lane.
They're going to call it a wall. Yes, they are. Can't spin in this state.
Yeah. It's a non-spin state, that's for sure.
It's a tough one.
2:18 to go here in the third. Appo with the ball, up 40-34. They've outscored Cape 10-7 so far this quarter. Barksdale picks up the dribble. Busby top of the circle.
Smart.
Yeah, they're getting on him. They're not letting him have an open look at beyond the arc.
Yes, they are. Nice work. 3 seconds.
3-second violation. That's the first one I've seen tonight. And I tell you the truth, haven't seen too many of those all year.
No, teams have done a good job. He stepped out of bounds, but he was pushed. Looks like they're going to call a foul here on Appo.
Yeah.
Call that one. I think that's going to go on Harvey, Glenn. That
You're
is
right.
his second.
Yep. I think they were one of the officials was about to call stepping out of bounds.
I know.
And Coach Ray just jumped off the bench.
And he had a right to.
Yeah.
Because he was pushed out.
Pass underneath intended for Potemski, denied by Appo's Brooks.
They're going to get Brooks on that foul. Fighting a little too hard over the top.
Yeah. That should be his second. Yeah, it is. Team fouls are even at 2 apiece. Just 1:44 to go in the third. Coach Ray doing some.
Making sure he got the right personnel on the court there.
Got some coaching right there on the sideline. Zimmerman gets it out high. 140, and that pass tipped away. Great job by the guards for Appo, anticipating the passing lanes.
Yeah, they've done a great job at it, Glenn, recognizing what Cape was trying to do. Knowing that they were trying to do a quick ball reversal there and getting their hands out.
Zimmerman gets it to Dukes down here in front of us. Right back on top to Zimmerman. He's doubled. Appo in the zone. Now Dukes back to Zimmerman. They're trying to reverse it quick and get an open look. They're finally get a shot off. That's good. 3-point shot down by Tolson.
Needed that. I mean, you're going to have to hit some outside shots against the zone. You're going to have to hit some of them. You just don't want to rely on that.
Yeah.
So knocking a few of those down should open things up. Oh, wow.
Nice give and go, and couldn't convert with Brooks. Little hesitation, dribble in the lane. Nice little lay-in.
Zimmerman again, man. I love his game.
And now Cape right back in it. It's a 1-point game. Whistle. Looked like Bell hit the deck down there.
It looks like they're going to get a blocking foul again, but that is the kind of pressure that Bell puts on you as a defender. He's so quick.
Yeah.
He's so crafty with the basketball. One of the quickest players in the state.
Oh, good inbounds pass. High off the window, and that is good by Harvey.
Nice cut, nice look, like you said, Glenn. Good basketball right there.
Back to a 3-point lead for Appo. Under 40 to go in this third quarter. Duke's in the game. He's handling the ball. He's got to look out from behind. He almost had Harvey come up behind and pick his pocket. I think they're trying to hold for the last shot of this quarter. Clock's down at 25. Zimmerman. And again, Carrier anticipating the passing lanes. Deflected the pass. Rafi's jump shot won't go.
Look at that pass.
Yeah, Zimmerman released, and he got the roll. That was a great pass. 5 seconds to go in the quarter. Bell, baseline, a little bit of body contact.
Almost a perfect defensive possession there. I'll tell you what, it was a good effort by Hitchcock there, showing the hands. He was showing the hands to the referee. The first time he got away with it. Second time, good job by Bell getting the bump.
Yeah. He takes a quick shot. Back of the rim, no good, and 3 quarters in the books. It's a 1-point game. So it was pretty much Appo early moments of this third quarter, but then Kate rebounded. They came back and cut it to 1 and actually outscored the Jags by 2 in that quarter.
Yeah, a little 7-1 outburst to finish the quarter out after trailing by 6. They hit an outside shot. They were able to get out on the break. You know, they're doing a good job of sticking in this. This is what we expected.
Yeah.
Two of the, you know, maybe the second-tier type teams right now in the state going at it, trying to get things together and potentially jump a tier and make some noise come tournament time.
Yeah. Appo, we have ranked number 7 in our most recent poll. Now, they've already beaten number 6 Caravel on this season. They did that Tuesday night. What, did we change our rankings this week? The last one I saw Tuesday night going in was number 6 and number 7.
Oh.
Caravel was 6 and Appo was 7. So unless Jay changed it, I didn't know they got bumped down to 9.
Nah, I thought Cape was 9.
Cape's not ranked.
I got to look at our rankings, Glenn. Can't be out here messing up like that. Bad for the brand. Nonetheless.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was coming into this week, and I didn't think he changed it again. But you never know. That guy's sneaky.
Sneaky Jay. There you go. Confirmed it.
Okay.
Pat doesn't know what he's talking about, folks.
All right, here we go. Start of the 4th quarter. Appo went to overtime with Caravel Tuesday night. Will we see that again here Thursday night? Pass inside and over the back. They're going to get Carrier defending and trying to deflect the pass away from Shell.
Tell you what, again, Shell is such a load down there, Glenn. You know, he's got great touch, and now it's forcing Appo to really have to almost front him. Don't allow him to get the basketball.
Second personal foul against Carrier. Deep three-point shot, left corner, and that is good by Tolson, giving 2 in a row.
Oh, is he getting hot? Don't let him get hot.
Now it's a 2-point lead for Cape at 44-42, and Barksdale just ran over the defender, and they call block.
That's a tough one. Coach beside himself on that.
Oh, my. I'm a neutral observer. I'm going to keep it that way.
That's right. You and me both, Glenn.
Foul went against Tolson. That's his second. 5th team foul committed by Cape. Just 3 for Appo here in this half. Now coach is going to get Fannin back off the bench. And they're going to get Leggins out, get him a rest.
So Jay confirmed to me that I have not had my bunker notes correct. And that the Cape girls are number 9.
Yeah, that's what it was. 7 and 9 for the girls.
Correct.
There you go. Oh, good no-look pass underneath, and the shot was altered.
That was Carrier on the block. Look at Tolson.
He gets it right back, and the lay-in by Shell. And it's a 4-point lead a minute into the 4th quarter.
What a game.
7 minutes to go in this ball game. The home team behind now by 4. Floater, and that's good by Bell.
So tough in the lane. So tough in the lane.
Scored all his 8 points in the second half. And he anticipated the pass and stole it. What's the call?
I think we're going to get Zimmerman here.
Yeah, we're going to get a block. He was moving. He was backpedaling a little bit. I tell you what, Hodgebell knows what to do. He's savvy. When he gets a defender moving, he makes the contact. He initiates the contact, but they're moving.
Well, and the thing is, he's so quick, he can get into a defender whenever he wants.
Yeah.
He's just so much quicker than a defender is, and he can use that to his advantage for sure, and he's done that.
Barksdale off of a switch is guarded by Shell.
Have not started the clock.
The officials haven't noticed it.
They have not started the clock yet. We still have not had 1 second. There we go. All right, we're getting free basketball here tonight.
Yeah. Appo cannot convert on the other end of the floor. Now right down in front of us, the Vikings. Under 6:30 to go in this one. Tolson's going to take another 3. The other side of the floor. He doesn't make it. Fannin with a rebound.
Smart at Fannin. Great work. You know, he's just doing the dirty work right now for Kate, getting his team another possession. See if they can take advantage of this one.
Zimmerman with a hesitation.
Oh, wow.
Spin move in the lane.
Lord.
And the right-hander off the window. What a shot.
Unbelievable. In a timeout, Zimmerman with the English off the glass. That's a top play nominee.
It is. That's a great move to get Kate back to a 2-possession advantage. as we have 6:07 to go in this one, Pat.
Also great to see a spin move allowed. I mean, he had the
You're right.
And he did the perfect footwork on that spin, the way you're supposed to do it.
Yeah.
And that English off the glass was tremendous. Somewhere Miss Hayden, my English teacher, is loving that. My old English teacher. Somewhere probably reading Macbeth. You know? More English than William Shakespeare on that layup.
Pulling everything out here tonight.
Got him on fire, Glenn. I'm thinking, maybe I hit an open mic night this weekend. Show the talents off.
At Comedy Central?
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. I'm sure half the viewers are probably like, someone shut this guy up.
Right.
Let Glenn call the game. The guy doesn't have the rankings right. Now he thinks he's a comedian.
You had the girls. That's what you had. You had the girls, and that was right.
Exactly.
I'll tell you what, we've had a great doubleheader here today. I wish they would do more of girls and boys varsity on the same night.
So do I, Glenn. I think it brings a level of excitement to the gym.
Yeah.
You're getting a varsity crowd for 2 games. You get a lot of holdover from the girls' game to the boys' game, or if you flipped it, if you did the boys first and the girls at night. I mean, I think it's a great, and I would love to see that trend as well.
Well, we'll put our 2 cents into whoever's in charge of that and scheduling in the state. Meanwhile, on the floor, Haj Bell into Carrier in the high post, guarded by Shell. Now on the switch, Barksdale. He kicks it into the right corner. 3-point shot is no good. Tip, though, to Appo. And there's the travel.
That was Griffith. Kind of lost his footing.
Yeah.
Coach
Ray was clapping on that one.
Man, right now they're in a good spot up 4 with the ball. They got to break this pressure and see if they can generate another good look.
Good pass into the lane, crossover dribble. Tolson dishes it out. Left corner 3 ball is off the mark to the left. And now we've got a whistle and a foul against the Appo Jags after the rebound.
Jaden Dukes flying in there for the rebound. Nice work there. Getting his team. I mean, that's probably the 3rd or 4th offensive rebound of this 4th quarter already for the Vikings.
So Cape in the bonus now for the rest of the game. 5:37 to go. And that time a missed exchange between Shell and I think it was Tolson.
Was, a little bit of, I'll tell you what, whoever that was on the defense, I think that might have been Griffith.
It was.
Great job of getting in there.
The D-back can play D in football and D in basketball.
Yeah. Nice work by Busby.
Floater goes down, and he's going to get the and one.
Continuation, man. I love it. I'll tell you what, Busby did a great job recognizing it. He knew he got grabbed, and he started his motion
and
going up.
That's the 4th foul on Tolson. So Tolson has 4, Leggins has 4. Key players for Cape.
Looks like they're going to get Leggins back into the game. Busby, he's about as automatic as they come from the free throw line.
Converts the traditional 3-point play to cut the lead back to 1. 48-47. Vikings on top. 5:20 to go in the ball game. Duke, and they roll it around the perimeter into the hands of Zimmerman. He's guarded by Griffith. Fannin underneath, and he gets it to Shell, and his floater is good.
Just good offense, good ball movement right there. And again, Shell's touch is impeccable around the rim tonight.
It is. He's got soft hands.
Yeah.
Now a 15-footer, no good. Busby gets the rebound, and then they collapse the defense on him, and it's a traveling violation.
I'll tell you what, I mean, Riley's right there. He's got the ball. He's just got to turn, look where he's at, and raise up. He can almost graze that thing right over the rim with his length.
Little backcourt pressure now by Appo. Zimmerman was double-teamed, and they're going to get him for a travel.
It didn't quite come to a stop with a strong base there.
Yep. So let's reset here. 50-47, 3-point advantage for Cape. 4:44 to go in the game. Cape is in the bonus. Bell takes his time. Barksdale with the crossover dribble on Dukes. Over to Bell. A little 2-man game. Now Bell into the paint.
Nice
dishes
work.
off nicely and underneath. Carrier with a floater. And it's a 1-point game.
It's the recipe right there. Bell into the lane looking for open cutters. Oh, look at Griffith.
Forced the turnover. Carrier with the ball. Reverse layup wouldn't go. Battle for the rebound, and now we have Shell who released, and there's the little hand finger roll.
Yeah, we'll call that a finger roll. He didn't quite get over there to jump. Didn't have as big of a running start as he did in the first half.
Yeah. And wise of him to not try.
That's right. 2 points is 2 points, Glenn.
I've seen a lot of slam dunk opportunities hit rim.
So true.
We've got a stoppage and a foul. It'll be 15 foul committed. Oh, excuse me. Let's see. It'll be a 19 foul committed by Cape.
So 1-1 here. 1-1.
At the line, Barksdale.
It's been good
and
on
makes
the year.
First.
12.5 points a game. He's a good three-point shooter.
He has 11 right now. He's about at his average. But balanced scoring for Appo.
Yeah. Yeah, they play solid team ball. I mean, there's a couple adjustments I think they can make, but yeah, they're pretty well. Both of these teams, pretty well-rounded teams.
Makes them both. Good free throw shooting team too is Appo. Barksdale makes them both. Right now, Shell has 20 points to lead everybody on the floor. 3:40 to go. 1 point ball game. Ball kicked out by Appo.
Good defense, good hands there by the Jags.
I've been looking out lately, Pat. I've been getting some pretty close ball games.
I'll tell you, man, Glenn, there's been some really good ball being played.
Floater in the lane, put back by Shell, won't go. He tipped it out. Zimmerman had it, and then finally Harvey comes away with it.
Good job securing the basketball by Harvey. Grab it, don't tap it. Oh, he lost it.
And that's Zimmerman. Zimmerman reached around from behind and tapped the ball. And he's got to be careful because he almost committed another foul.
Yeah, and you're right. He does have to be careful. They got two guys in foul trouble. He can't afford another.
Yeah, Zimmerman's not him though.
Yeah, it's
Leggins,
Tolson.
And Tolson.
With 4.
Tolson into the lane. Somebody got a hand in there. I think that's what the foul is.
Yeah, that's a good call. That's a good call.
Only the 15th foul committed this half by the Jags. 52-51. Cape ahead by 1. Nice inbounds play, and they couldn't finish.
He's been good all night. Last 2, Shell hasn't been able to hit.
Appo sets up the half-court offense. 3 minutes left in the ball game. Harvey with the ball. Gets a screen. Passes underneath the Carrier, but he too hot to handle.
I was going to say it, just a little too much sauce. It was a good look. It was the right pass. Just a little too quick.
Brings it up the floor. Tolson dishes off to Potemski. Trying to get the ball into Shell.
He's got Busby on him. Busby can match that length.
Now Tolson takes a three-point shot. Hits the back of the rim.
Don't love
and Appo blocked out well to get the defensive rebound and a timeout on the floor. We're going to keep it right here, 52-51 with 2:28 to go, and the timeout by Coach Purse.
Big smart timeout here by Coach Purse. Get a good offensive possession here. Cape not happy with that possession on their end. Kind of settling for a three-point shot. When you got the lead, you got an opportunity to work some clock. Make sure you get a good look. You don't want to settle there. They kind of settled. So Appo's got to make sure they don't do that themselves on this possession. I mean, they've kind of been hovering here with the chance to take the lead. They haven't been able to convert. So good timeout by Coach Purse. Draw something up. I'd like to see them get the ball in Haj Bell's hands and allow him to get into the lane, try and break the defense down either for a layup, floater, or look for one of the bigs sliding on the baseline. That's where I'm looking.
All right, we'll see if that comes to fruition.
It's been a fun game, Glenn. I always like coming out here and getting to watch some high quality hoops with you, my friend.
I'm telling you, Tuesday night we had a great one here with number 6 Caravel falling to 7th ranked Appo in overtime. Had 2 buzzer beaters, one right before the half, and Haj Bell made one to send it into overtime.
Yeah.
And then a week ago Thursday, I had a great one down in Laurel with Benny Mitchell. Laurel and Seaford, that was a barn burner.
Tell you what, that was when I was watching that one. I couldn't make it down there that night. I was watching that one at home, Glenn. That was a great one.
Bell underneath.
Nice look.
Busby passes to Carrier, and he lays it in, and it's a 1-point lead for Appo.
What an entry pass by Busby right there. That was perfect. Smart.
Good ball movement by Cape. Good defense by Appo. Fannin underneath, guarded by Bell. Kicks it up high to Zimmerman. Trying to break down Harvey. Takes a 10-foot jump shot. Baseline, no good. Bell rebound.
Tough shot there, but it's better than the three. I think it's a higher quality shot than they had. Now, I think they turned down a little too many layups at the rim on that possession. Both Shell and Fannin had looks at the rim, and they turned them down. Sometimes you got to take what the defense gives you.
Carrier.
Aggressive.
Yeah, Carrier will take that deep shot. He didn't that time. Pull up, jump shot. Harvey won't go. Clearing for the rebound, Leggins.
He's fouled.
Carrier's going to get a foul, reach in.
Yeah, it's only the 15th foul on Appo. Now, they've had 4 up there for a while.
They have.
I'm thinking that's the 6th team foul.
I tell you the truth, I'm not so sure some of those fouls attributed on Cape side belong to Appo.
I think it should be 9-6. I think it should be 9-6, Glenn. I think that's the mishap. They added a foul on the wrong side on the scoreboard.
All right, foul
they should have this right in the books, though.
Yeah. Foul committed by Busby, his first, team's 5th.
That's a break for Appo because I think that was Carrier on the reach.
Yeah. Yeah, really.
I mean, 9-6, you can afford to leave it at 10 because the next foul will be 2 shots anyway.
Yep.
So, I think we got it right.
Yeah, they just changed it to 6, yep.
And there it is, 1-on-1 upcoming now.
Yep. So going to the line will be Zimmerman. He has not been to the free throw line tonight.
It's actually Leggins.
Oh, they're going to put Leggins at there. Okay, I thought it was Zimmerman.
Oh, yeah, he was there. He was waiting for him to greet him.
Leggins has been to the line. He's 2 for 3.
Leggins got good touch. He's averaging 12 and 5 on the season.
Makes the first one. He'll get the bonus.
It's a smooth stroke right there.
I have him for 9 points in the game. Trying to get into double figures here, and he does. Now it's a 1-point lead for Cape and a timeout for Cape head coach Steve Ray with 1:25 to go in the ball game, and it looks like we're headed for another fantastic finish here.
It's going to come down to execution, Glenn. Who's going to execute? Who's going to play defense without fouling? Who's going to generate good looks on offense? Who's going to make their free throws? You get down to this game, anybody can win at this point. A minute 25 to go. So it's been fun, man. This has really been fun. Cape, they're going to be a team to keep an eye on. For those of you north of Sussex County that may not know about this Vikings team, obviously they've had a couple of years rebuild. This team's for real right here. What we're seeing in front of us. They got some talent. They got some basketball IQ with them. They're going to be a team to keep an eye on. Obviously, Appo's already started to open some eyes. They got some couple key wins you talked about, and we streamed the one on Tuesday. That's a big win for them over Carabel. So this is a good matchup.
Well, as we said, Dover's kind of fallen on tough times here coming down the stretch. I'm not sure exactly what to pinpoint for the Senators, but Smyrna has not had a good season. I think they only have one conference win going into that game Tuesday night, and Smyrna on their home floor almost beat the Senators. They took them into overtime. Dover has lost, I think, 2 of their last 3. They lost to Polytech, and they lost to, I think, this Cape team. So, I mean, they're losing to good competition.
Yeah.
But especially this year, Dover's not the cream of the crop in the Henlopen North. They're right there. Busby, 3-point.
Huge.
Good, right corner. 2-point lead for Appo.
He was off in the first half, but when he comes down to the clutch here, he's able to knock that one down.
Free throw, jump shot. That's short. And we've got a whistle and a foul or timeout. I think it is a timeout. Timeout by Appo.
What a shot by Busby. As you said, I mean, he didn't even strike iron in the first half. He was off to the right, he was off to the left, he was long. Then he hits a couple of free throws down, and the next 3 he takes, he drills it when his team needed it the most.
10 points for Busby tonight in this game. He had 17 Tuesday night. And again, he's one player that Appo wants to have the ball in his hands. If they can hold on to the lead and force Cape to foul, that's who they want at the free throw line.
Absolutely. You see Papa up there standing up.
Yeah.
Why not, man?
Hey, listen, Barksdale's another good free throw shooter, too. So is Hodge Bell. Rafi's 2 for 2 in the game. It's not that Appo doesn't have a lot of good free throw shooters. It's just that when you go 9 for 10 in clutch time and overtime, that's the kind of guy you want on the line in crunch time and regulation.
Without a doubt.
All right, there's the buzzer. Timeout's about over. We're going to see the teams back on the floor with 1:15 to go in the ball game. And they've been trading the lead the entire second half.
They have, and Cape, they had a quick shot here on this last possession. Zimmerman was short. I'd like to see him get all the way to the rim next time.
Barksdale with the inbounds pass, and pressure in the backcourt by Cape. Trying to get Harvey loose. They get it into Busby, right back to Barksdale. He's doubled. Almost a steal. Harvey breaks the press.
No shot.
Gets it to Bell. He wants to slow it down. They want to eat clock.
Yeah, force.
It's like, come on and foul us.
Force Cape. Oh, that's a double dribble. Yep, he picked
Yep.
the dribble up. He did. It's the right eye. They're doing the right thing there.
Yeah.
Slowing the game down, waiting for Cape to foul, put them on the foul line, which is the strength of their team. Just right there, Harvey kind of got caught between picking the ball up and dribbling, and that hesitation forced him to double dribble, pick the ball up.
Zimmerman noticed it immediately, and he didn't hear a whistle. He looked over to the ref on the sideline, and he got the whistle pretty quick. I mean, the ref saw it, just took him a while to whistle it.
Yeah, that was the right call, too.
Now Cape with the ball down 2. 45 seconds and counting to go. I know they'd love to get it into Shell. Good dribble penetration by Tolson, had his shot blocked. A 2-point shot. That won't go down. Rebound by Potemski, and he lost it to Bell.
They got a foul now.
And they do. They foul Bell. Zimmerman commits the foul. I think that's only his second.
And again, another settle, I feel like. Great job there by Leggins on the pump fake. I'd like to see him go to the rim. Now, look, Tolson got his shot blocked. That's fine.
Yeah.
But you don't need to settle for these outside shots. They haven't been falling consistently enough for you. Get yourself into the lane. Maybe get yourself to the foul line there.
Pat, I noticed right before that 10th foul was posted on the board, they corrected it, and they had it back to 9 for Cape.
Yeah, that was right. It was 9-6. Since they had it at 10-5, it was 9-6.
Bell makes the first. He can make this a 2-possession lead with the free throw. He makes it. This is just a good free throw shooting team.
They are. Great work by Bell, taking his time, putting it up and in. Cape's got to go. They're taking a little too long here.
20 seconds. Step back 3-point shot on the way. That's off the mark. Shell gets the rebound. He kicks it out. Tolson for 3. Back to the rim. He gets his own miss, and then he loses the handle. And it's under 9 and a foul. And it looks like Appo's going to hold on and get 2 really tough wins this week.
Heck of a job by Appo. It was Busby drilling the 3 down 1 with a minute to go to put them up 2. And then they survived. Now it's just a matter of hitting foul shots.
Yep.
Great work. Good job defensively on back-to-back possessions, causing deflections, coming up with a block on Tolson and then a steal on Tolson right there. Great job by Appo.
Rafi at the line. Makes the first. And the second. He's 4 for 4 this half. There's the heave down the floor. In the lane and stealing it was Kristen Barksdale, and that will be all she wrote. Let's see.
It should be over. It should be done. This is tough because now Appo's going to have to inbound the ball.
Yeah. But it's a 2-possession lead now for the Jags at 60-54. Yeah, they're going to make Appo throw it in. I'm not sure, but
we going player of the game with here, Glenn? Who are we going to talk to?
They're just balanced scoring.
It is, man. It's tremendous here tonight. Good hustle there by Tolson.
Yep, Tolson tried to save it. Bell scored all his points except for 2 in the second half. He's 14, and that's the end of the game. 14 for Bell. Let's see, Rafi, who I haven't seen him play a lot, and they certainly did Tuesday night. He ended up with 9. Harvey had 7. Barksdale had 12. 12 for Carrier. I mean, really, nobody really stands out. But the final is 60-54. Appo victorious. I tell you what, they had a hard fight on their hands here tonight with unranked Cape Henlopen. We'll see if we can get Coach Purse back down here, though. No, him.
Yeah, a heck of a job here by Appo. They've been tested, and they're answering the call. And this is going to help them come tournament time. Honestly, Glenn, they're going to be a team that, they're going to have one of those higher seeds. But eventually, you're going to have to go against the Middletown crosstown rival. You're going to have to go against a Seaford or a Tower Hill or a Sanford or a Sally's. And these are the kind of games that you're going to want to win during the regular season to get yourself prepared for the close games come tournament time.
Yeah,
so these are statement wins. Honestly, these are good character wins. So it's an impressive job here by Appo with 2 key wins here this week for sure, Glenn.
Waiting for Coach Purse. It looks like somebody else is doing an interview with her cell phone down on the court. And we'll get him momentarily. But, yeah, balanced scoring here tonight for Appo as we went down. Bell, double figures. Rafi, just shy of double figures. Harvey, who had 3 in the first half, he ends up just shy of double figures. Barksdale was in double figures. Double figures for Carrier. And Busby got also double figures with 10. So just balanced scoring for Appo. And then Shell, he had 20 for Cape. Also scoring big for them were Tolson, Zimmerman, Leggins. But too little too late. They just couldn't get it going there. And I think bothered by the Appo press a little late in the game.
Yeah, I think so. And honestly, again, they were in control. Then Riley Busby hits that 3. Gives them a 2-point lead. Yeah. And then you start to get revved up. You're like, oh my God, we were just winning we were in control of this game, and now it just got flipped on us.
Yeah.
And I think they kind of got out of character a little bit. And credit to Appo defensively in that final minute. Again, they force a block on Tolson, which then led to a contested deep shot. Mm-hmm. And then the second time down the court, it was the same thing. A long shot. Missed, offensive rebound, Tolson on the drive, and they're able to knock the ball away from him. So they got it done on both sides of the floor at the end of the game. So it was a great job.
I think he's going to get used to this. Well, off mic, Coach Purse just said we now have to come to every game. I don't know. I don't think we can do that. But I tell you what a week for you guys, huh?
I tell you, I'm so proud of our guys. We came out hot. Yeah. Cape. Good team. I know they would respond. Yeah. And our young guys just fought back. It was great to see.
Absolutely, Coach. I mean, down the stretch there, it looked like, again, Cape kind of went on a run, kind of controlled the game there in the fourth quarter, and then Riley Busby, big-time 3, and I feel like you guys took control the last minute and a half after that.
That was huge. The way Hodge was getting to the basket, we ran the ghost screen. Hodge cleared it out, had to help on Hodge, and here's another sophomore making a big shot.
Their big men had a pretty good game, and I think Shell almost with 20 points. But it seemed like I don't know whether you changed anything up defensively, but you kind of shut him down there later in the fourth quarter.
We really didn't change it. Just Ray Carrier picked it up.
Okay.
Ray Carrier was battling inside, and he's 6'4", but doesn't weigh too much.
Right.
But he was battling against those big kids.
Some unsung guys tonight for you. I mean, again, balanced scoring for your team up and down. I haven't really seen a whole lot out of Rafi this year, and he comes up big for you.
Let me tell you, Caleb is another sophomore, and he is so quick. He's so explosive. Mm-hmm. He's one of the hardest workers, and I need to find him more time on the floor because kick and play.
Absolutely, and sophomores coming in, especially maybe early in the season, they get a little bit revved up, play a little too ahead of themselves. Seems like they're kind of finding themselves.
You're
now.
Exactly right. We shared with him yesterday, be in the present, because he does get a little excited, and we shared a poem with him about being in the moment, and he was in the moment tonight. it was awesome.
You improved to 10-3, and I got to tell you, a week like this with this kind of pressure situations has got to bode well for you when you get into the postseason. And I know you will.
Hopefully it bodes well our next game, which is Sally's.
Right.
So we're looking just to keep getting better every opportunity. We have another opportunity because it doesn't get easier after Sally's. It's St. George's. It's William Penn. It's Mount Pleasant. Anybody in our conference. So, yes, it's really building up. We're hoping to, come out, enjoy it, but we have to get ready for Sally's now.
I'll tell you, we've enjoyed our time here this week. I know you have.
I sure have.
That's right, Coach.
Congratulations on another close win.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you.
Head Coach Tom Purse of the victorious Appoquinimink Jaguars, who improved to 10-3 now in the year. And their only losses were to Howard and Middletown and an out-of-state opponent. But he's right there. They're running the gauntlet right now. You played Caravel Tuesday. You get Cape tonight. Next you got Salesiana.
Yeah, no, I mean, and that's, again, with this kind of a team that's got some seniors, got some young guys, being tested in this way, it's going to bode well for them come tournament time. I know they don't. Coach didn't like to talk about it, get too far ahead of the schedule, but we could do that, Glenn.
Right.
And you're exactly right. I mean, it's just a great and to win games like this that are close, because come tournament time, they're all going to be close. You're not going to be blowing many teams out in the state tournament. So these are big-time character wins for a program that's really starting to build something nice here.
All right, that'll wrap things up here for a long day for us here at Appoquinimink High. Cape Henlopen's girls, they win the opener over Appo. That was number 7 Lady Vikings against number 9 Lady Jags. Those two both had long winning streaks coming into tonight's game. Cape's now won 12 in a row, and Appo had an 8-game winning streak snap. And then the boys' game here, which was anybody's game down to about the final minute, and coming away with a win, the number 7 Jags who go to 10-3, and Cape now falls to a record of 9-5.
Yeah, both teams I think we're going to see come February and March. So definitely want to keep an eye out for them. Keep following them on the schedule. Great game today, Glenn.
All right, our thanks to Athletic Director here, Chris Mascara, and to both head coaches and their staff, Steve Ray for the Cape Henlopen Vikings, of course, Tom Purse here for the Appoquinimink Jags. For Nick Halliday and Pat Gariantes, I'm Glenn Frazier. Once again, the final score here at Appo High. The Jags come away with a win, 60-54 over Cape Henlopen. Have a great night, everybody, and thanks for tuning in here to Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports.
Our own backyard, our neighbors, our schools, the places we go, and the people we know. And now there's one news outlet where our story is told. Delaware Live. Locally owned community-based news. Free to every reader, because Delaware's future belongs to all of us. Quality journalism we can trust to help us take on the day. Delaware Live. Our state, our news, our home. The things that matter most happen right in our own backyard, our neighbors, our schools.